All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me today and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Monday, February 28th, 2022. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on that white logo, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. It helps the algorithm in terms of the YouTube channel. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Our goal is to get to 10,000 subscriptions or subscribers by the end of the year. So let's see if we get it. All right, let's talk about it this morning. Dow futures down 473, was down a little more overnight, down like about 620 or so. I was looking at that. Nasdaq down about 1.32%. S&P down nearly 1.5%, 43.14. Again, off the lows as well. 2011 for Russell 2000 futures down 1.34%. Crude oil is up 4.43%, 95.65 a barrel. Gasoline futures 2.88%, $2.95 a gallon. 1918 for gold futures up 2.45%. Euro dollars down 55 pips, 112.16. 115.32 for the dollar yen for my Forex people. Bitcoin is down 2.47%, kind of hover around 38,000, 39,000 over the weekend as I was looking. Ethereum, same thing, about 2,700, 2,600. That's where we are now, 2625 this morning. So that's where we are. In terms of the VIX is up 16.75% this morning, 32.21. We'll take a look at that chart as well. And the dollar index up 0.23%, 96.84. And then you have the 10-year Treasury yield, 1.885. So again, nice to see yields going down a little bit here. All right, let's go ahead and break down some charts. First, we're going to start with S&P futures. Looking at that again, you can see that we do have a nice little support here around 42.52. We are above the purple line here, which is our 20-day moving average, very short-term moving average on the hourly chart. So what I really want to look for here is a break of around 43.37. 43.37 would let me know that we could fill this gap here at 437. So again, a break of 433.37 if you're playing SPY at home. Take a look at this. And I know I had that question from Leonardo. So a break of 432 should go ahead and give us a shot to play the 437 calls for this week. So again, maybe give it a little bit of room, but I think 432 should do it. 433 is your 200-day. So again, you do have that overhead there. Maybe if you want to go ahead and wait for 433 to confirm, but 432 is my level. 432 does break. I'll play the gap fill to the upside right around 437 if there's nice volume there. So again, that's E-mini futures. Again, there is a nice gap here on the 1 hour. This is what we got that gap down last night, 43.75. If we can break above 43.37, I'll wait for that. Waiting on Qs here. Let's see if we get a break of 342. If 332 does break, I'll go ahead and take a look at some calls possibly for the 345 level. I think we do bounce today. Again, there were some headlines over the weekend, but nothing really new. There is talk of peace talks or ceasefire talks between Russia and Ukraine, but nothing has been confirmed. Again, we'll let you know as always on Twitter. So again, all of this is just fear in the market in terms of, Ukraine and Russia and what have you. Taking a look at gold as well. Gold needs to break above 1931. If that does break, then you can start taking a look at maybe like GLD 197 calls. If that's the case, let me go ahead and place an alert there. So you can place, let's see if we can go break GLD. Yeah, GLD, I think if we break above 180, that'll give us a shot to play the 185s. Because then we'd probably get a little more move up. So GLD, I'm on my watch list as well. Taking a look at crude oil, again, crude oil, maybe a break of 98 could give us something, but at the end of the day, it's been kind of wishy-washy. It's been kind of going the opposite, the inverse of the S&P and NASDAQ. So again, kind of a risk-off play if you're looking at oil. But other than that, again, I really want to focus on the indices this week. IWM, we caught that over on Friday. If we get a break of 201.01, I'll start taking a look at the 205 calls for some upside. So, but other than that, I'm not buying any stocks as of yet. There is probably some craziness out there that we haven't seen. Maybe if we go ahead and retest 42.50, 42.20, maybe. But again, guys, the trend is still down. Remember, the trend is still down. We still haven't gotten out of the woods yet. I know Thursday and Friday were great days, but you still just got to wait it out. So again, just be very, very careful. Be very tactical. Let's go to VIX here. VIX, there is a gap to fill right around 2840 for some downside. Maybe we go ahead and fill it. Maybe that'll give us a shot to do the S&P SPY trade, or maybe a QQQ trade, if anything. I do have a QQQ trade for today. So again, let's see if I can catch that with the team. But again, with that being said, again, 2765 looks like there's a gap to fill on VIX. If we break down below 2647 on VIX, that'd be a very, very bullish sign. We may even go back down below 20, again, depending on the headlines we get. So again, I know there's a lot of stuff in terms of the week. Oh, well, we do have NFP, but everything is really based on the Russian-Ukraine conflict, I'd hate to say. So we're going to go in place this week. And we got OPEC meetings on Wednesday. We have ISM manufacturing PMI on Tuesday. We have Fed Chair Powell, who's going to testify on Wednesday in front of the House and in front of the Senate on Thursday. And then we have non-farm payroll report on Friday. Again, that's the jobs number. But again, we all know that right now it's all about Russia and Ukraine, and any kind of peace talk or any kind of ceasefire would be very beneficial to the market, and of course beneficial to the world for some peace, obviously. Let's go ahead and answer some questions. Good morning, everybody. Yes, so Leonardo was asking about SPY. Let's go and take a look at SPY again. Again, for calls, I'm waiting for a level of 432. We are above it currently. Wait a little bit. Let's see if we can get that push, then possibly target 437. Break of 422 would probably be a short. Thomas asked, morning, was impressed with Coinbase earnings. Would you adding heavy good entry? Yes, they had great earnings, absolutely. But again, to add any stocks here, again, you got to be careful because the headlines can crush you right there. If you're talking about that you're a long-term investor 5 to 6 years from now, yeah, any kind of dips or opportunities for you. But again, I'm going to wait and see if we're really out of this, all the geopolitical issues, and then we can just move on. Yes, you can always buy the dip, but not all dips are created equal. Even 424 today on the Dow doesn't seem that like it's too much, to be honest. Saif is asking, how does a war affect the stock market? I mean, how is that affecting Apple or Amazon stock? Remember, what we talked about in previous morning notes and afternoon aftermarket recaps is that stocks have been commoditized, meaning with the futures market, they just lump them all together. And then when one stock in the S&P falls, like an Apple or an Amazon, the rest are going to fall with it. Unless it's company centric, they all pretty much move together. So again, Apple, Amazon, Google, they're going to move together based on sectors as well. So again, it makes no sense right now. What does that have to do with Russia? But again, people start selling because of the fear. Remember, it's not just Russia and Ukraine. There's also valuation stretch. There also is inflation. There's also Fed rate hikes coming. So it's not just one thing or the other. What's the support under 4260 on the S&P? 4220 is the level I have. That's our next support that I have. If not, then we're going to probably get down to around 4101. Have you had a chance to check out the earnings report from Palantir? I did read some of it, but again, I love Palantir anyways. And again, Kathy Wood did sell some, but I think Palantir is a great company. Obviously, I want to own it long term. I just haven't bought any as of yet. I have not done the deep dive on the earnings as of yet. I just haven't had the opportunity. But again, just focusing on the Russia-Ukraine thing to see what we can do in terms of trading. Biden's last 2 speeches since the market soaring up 3 times in a row, he seems to say the safest things to keep the market from dropping from what I noticed. Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of a reassurance. I don't know if it's just only him, but yeah, that's what happens. And he is speaking today regarding Ukraine and Russia. So we're going to keep that in the back of our heads right now. Again, fundamentals kind of throw out the window, guys. Everything is on Russia and Ukraine and looking for opportunities based on technicals. So fundamentals, you're going to have to take a pause on that right now because everything is based on geopolitical conflict, which is not the best, but it does provide some opportunity there, especially if you're a futures trader. Good morning. Good morning. Is it a good time to add Microsoft and Palantir long term? I love them both long term, but I'm not going to buy anything yet. I'm going to wait. I want to see exactly how this conflict escalates. If it does, then it gives us a shot to buy some at a lower price. Again, let's wait for everything to bottom out. Remember, it took COVID a couple of weeks for it to bottom out. Remember, it doesn't happen right away. The invasion happened last week? So again, we just had some craziness this week. Let's wait a little bit. Let's take a breath. Let's wait and see where everything goes, and then we go from there. I don't want you guys to rush, and then you get a 5% drop, and you're kicking yourselves because you could have got a better price. Again, patience does pay off at the end. Just wait a little bit, and you'll be fine. Again, there's no rush to do anything. Again, we have a 1% drop today. Not the end of the world. When we start getting the 2, 3, 4% drops, that's when it gets interesting. That's when you want to do some Black Friday shopping. But as of right here, no, not as of yet. I'm waiting. Again, I do SPY-G every week, but again, I'm willing to wait a little bit. So again, I think President Biden speaks around 11:30 this morning. We'll see what he has to say, and we'll see how the market responds. That's all we can do is put your levels and see what's out there to trade. Other than that, that's all you can do at this market. Unfortunately, I wish I can keep it and tell you, yeah, all clear, but it's not all clear yet. We have to wait it out. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. We'll catch you guys in the aftermarket recap today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have one more question regarding AMD. I'll answer that for you. AMD for a buy below 100. Below 100 would be great. That'd be very nice. Could it happen? Absolutely. Will it happen? That's another question. We'll leave it there. Bitcoin and Ethereum, a good buy now. I buy some every week. So again, that's really up to you. That thing is under pressure, just like the stock market. It's running very, very close with the S&P in terms of risk on, risk off. So again, I'd wait a little bit on Bitcoin or buying anything. If you want to start buying little things here and there, that's fine. But again, in terms of wanting to go right in and buy something, you got to wait a little bit, guys. It's only been a week since the invasion. Let's wait a little bit. Let's sit on our hands. Let's see where the developments come. I'm okay with being a little late from the bottom, but at least confirming to the upside. Have a great rest of your morning, guys. We'll catch you guys later today. Cheers.